All right, we begin today with a special bouquet for our man, David Hull, because this show is no fan of this player. In fact, Kenny Cott gets more separation on his routes than Allen Robinson on his. And reports are the Steelers have finalized a trade to acquire Allen Robinson. David, I just wanted your thoughts.
What else are we going to get for $10 million? I'll take it. Give another weapon to Kenny Pickett. I'm just fine.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
When I read that, I was like, why? If you're
because
Pittsburgh,
we need
why?
weapons.
Go in the draft.
Is that a weapon or a Nerf sword?
It can be. He can be a weapon for Kenny Pickett. That's all I want.
Here was my other thing. Jalen Ramsey, gone. Allen Robinson, gone. Bobby Wagner, gone.
Don't you say it.
I just have a question about the Rams, and it is silly season. Do you think there's any way Aaron Donald?
Oh, okay. That's not where I thought you were going. Okay.
Well, Stafford's just dead.
No, I thought you were talking about bringing Stafford back. Like, don't.
Jared Goff's better. Do you think there's any chance if a team called them about Aaron Donald, the Rams would listen? Because it sure feels like they're doing one of these rebuilds that's not a rebuild, but it is.
That's called selling off the team is what they're doing right now. And, yeah, I got to feel like Aaron Donald is saying, take every phone call because if at this point, I'm not coming back to the Rams.
What would you offer for right now? All right, hold on. Work with me. Kenny Cott, Rico Beard, David. I'll stay out of this. Right now, if Brad Holmes picked up the phone and called Snead or whatever the hell his name is, the GM out there, Les Snead.
Thank you, Les Snead.
Aaron Donald. What are you offering for Aaron Donald? I want to just see if I'm off base with what I would do.
I'll let you guys go first.
Kenny, you're the Lions slappy. What do you got?
You probably need at least multiple firsts to get that deal done, right?
So pick 18 and you're 24 first. You know the problem with that? Aaron Donald's talked about retiring the last 2 years. Yeah. So you'd be in the Aaron Rodgers spot where the Rams would owe you something if you traded and he up and retired.
Yeah, at that point. Then.
Now, do you think Kenny's nuts for offering 2 1s? I do.
I do. I would go 18 and
a Coney.
A 3.
A 1 and a 3. David.
I wouldn't trade for him.
Okay, then.
Because of the possibility of retirement. I wouldn't give up assets for that.
And I'm not mad at any of it. The reason I brought this up, and we will do a deeper discussion of this tomorrow, this was a part of a Bill Barnwell piece about Aaron Donald on draft night. Interesting. I would trade pick 18 and a future non-premium selection, maybe a third rounder next year. I would do that, but you'd have to have what David talked about, the conversation with Aaron Donald of commitment level.
He wants to do this. He wants to come here.
And can we agree we're going to get 2 years out of you?
Because he's worth 2 years. 18 is worth 2 years.
That's all I'm looking for is 2 years. I don't need 5. Just give me 2.
Okay. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I'll just send 18 for 1 year. I would. Because David, he's that special, and he can make the defense that much better.
See, that's an all-in move. That is an all-in move.
Woo.
And here's the thing.
Go get Will Anderson.
Oh.
We got Aaron Donald. We're playing Madden.
Bijan.
Okay, we're done. David, go on that list.
Let's touch on your team, Rico, because Ian Rappaport's reporting 49ers have received inquiries from several teams looking into potential trade for Trey Lance. And
Edmonton, Toronto, Saskatchewan, Montreal.
Mike Florio continued with the story and said the Vikings and the 49ers discussed Lance at the NFL scouting combine, per his sources. Trading Trey Lance, huh?
Here's my question for you. What the hell do you think you're getting for him?
You probably can get – you know what? The right team, Mike, you can get a low first-round pick. Here's why. He's still in the box. You really don't know what he is.
7-9 games, right? Something like that?
Yeah, you still don't know what he is, so you could tell it hey, he could be the next – I think a second-round pick is probably the safest bet, but you never know.
I want it to work for that kid. I really do. I'm just starting to wonder how many people are going to get fired pursuing him. I mean, like, the problem is Like Brock Purdy threw more passes last year than I think Lance has his whole career.
Yeah.
In college and pro.
Now he has all the tools. This is one of those cookies draft and stash type of players.
All right, so if you're the Lions, would you offer pick 55 for Trey Lance?
I don't think I'm allowed to speak upon
You
that.
are absolutely
Yes,
allowed to
yes,
speak
you
upon
can.
it.
Yep, I would.
Why the hell is everybody screwing around? Hendon Hooker, Jake Hayner.
At least I know what he can do in the league. He hasn't played a ton of games. His biggest thing, he can't stay healthy. That's it.
David, is that crazy? Pick 55 for Lance?
No,
I don't
that's
know.
not crazy.
I don't know that I'd offer that. That's me speaking for me. I'm saying the hypothetical world, what would Lion fans say about that?
Yeah, I don't think that's crazy at all.
Still on the rookie wage scale.
Yep.
You still have a couple years left of it. It fits the Goff window.
And you got Ben Johnson, the offensive guru, who can he's the one you can see the potential in Trey Lance.
I really wonder. Go ahead.
By the way, it is now official. Allen Robinson has passed his physical in Pittsburgh. Another weapon has entered.
First NFL wide receiver to pass a physical on a walking cane.
Okay, so this story.
Honestly, Allen Robinson's physical, Grandpa Simpson. Can't get open.
Okay, now the flag.
Can't get open.
You were fine, and then you went full Draymond stomping on the chest.
We're going to get to him at a later point because I got to tell you, I've had enough of him. Carry on.
Yeah, so this story is coming out per Brady Quinn, which I'm laughing at. I'm sure you're not going to take it seriously either.
What?
But report, C.J. Stroud made a commitment to the Manning Passing Academy, but the night before, he ghosted them and didn't show up. So now people are, there's an alarm. Quote, when you do that, that's going to set alarms for people. Is it really? Like, are we just in silly season? This is stupid.
Please, you got guys like Jim Costa. You showed up, you didn't finish a drill, and you were breathing heavy after doing a drill, and oh my goodness. So yeah, to some people, David, he's an Ohio State quarterback, which means you're already looking for strikes against him and not showing up. And Mannings are royalty in the NFL, and you ghosted them. Yeah. That to some people, that's going to ruffle feathers.
You're going to know everything you need to know about C.J. Stroud based on what Houston does it to. Because obviously, it is Carolina's prerogative. They can select the one QB they like. But if Houston's there at 2 and they think so little of C.J. Stroud that they punt on the quarterback position in total, I think that tells you maybe a little bit more about what he's thought about within the league. He might be good. I'm sorry. I have never worked my way towards C.J. Stroud as being this.
He went to the wrong school, so he already has that strike against him because most Ohio State quarterbacks don't do well. They don't make that transition, and now you blew off the Mannings. It sounds funny.
Can I ask you a question?
But yeah, I can
Which
see.
OSU quarterback was expected to make the transition? Troy Smith was a nothing mid-round pick.
Haskins.
Braxton.
It was Haskins.
Okay, so Haskins would be the one and had maturity issues. And then obviously passed away this offseason. Who else, though? Justin Fields, I would argue, is just fine.
I think he's going to be okay once the Bears embrace the fact that he is the quarterback.
But before that, who? Braxton Miller? JT Barrett? Troy Smith? Like,
No,
who was supposed to be, Craig Krenzel?
Right, because they would put up
Her
these.
Street.
No, they would put up. They put
Art
up video.
Schleister.
You put up video game numbers at Ohio State.
But they're college quarterbacks.
I understand, but people think, it's just going to transition and you're going to be able to do this in the pros, and you don't. But, yeah, I do think that it was Haskins was that guy. I thought, he can't miss. I would have been fired as a GM because I would have took.
Guess what? You don't take any slack for that. These GMs can't bat 50% on quarterbacks. Go look.
Yeah.
If there was a science to it, somebody would have had a lifetime contract.
I mean,
No rhyme or reason.
Only Vince Young I thought was a bigger can't miss.
Oh, boy. And he won Rookie of the Year, 9-7. Just move on. The Vince Young thing, I'll never understand.
And then I'll close it out with this. A couple notes here regarding draft visits because it is over now. You cannot no longer visit a team anymore.
Lions had an interesting visitor.
They did. The Chiefs also had Zay Flowers visit today. Patrick Mahomes threw passes to him. I've never really seen that or at least heard that before. And then Pittsburgh.
Well, David, you realize Mahomes has to give the blessing for a receiver.
No, I know that. I just never seen it reported. I know it happened.
You know what some of that is about. There's this kind of weird comp going around. And I hate when people do this. Oh, he's Tyreek Hill without the speed.
Then
he's not Tyreek Hill.
You're a wide receiver.
Oh, so he's a 5'10 receiver. Got it. Oh, they're both men and both black. Okay, now we've got two similarities. How else do we find our way to Tyreek Hill?
It's like winning the lottery, but you just didn't have all 6 numbers.
Got it. But yeah, I mean, David, if they see this element of Tyreek,
then you might as well have him work out with the quarterback.
and he's a guy who might go, 25-ish. The Chiefs like you. They're going to move up and get you. But yeah, Tyreek Hill minus the speed. Well, not Tyreek Hill.
So he's Zay Flowers. And that
right,
is...
You're Kenny Cott minus being white. Same thing.
That is in football today.